Alisson Becker, please stop doing things like that. You're going to cause me anxiety and you're going to give me heart failure and I'm just going to die by the end of the season. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to On The Fence. Liverpool just sort of comfortably and uncomfortably cruised their way to a 1-0 win over Brighton Hove Albion in the Premier League at Anfield on BT Sport. 5:30 kickoff it was. 1-0, that's all really. I was in and out of, watching it on my stream, on my phone. It kept going off. I missed the goal. I then saw it again on the TV replay. I've got a black eye, that's bad that. No fighting, don't worry. Just 1-0, that was all really. We kind of played well in patches, but in reality this isn't the Liverpool that we're used to. It's not the Liverpool that we want, is it really? At home against let's be honest, a bottom 5 club, but this season they're probably going to do a bit better. We should be doing a lot better ourselves. We're aspirations of possibly winning the league this season. However, the important thing about this result is that we had to win the game regardless, no matter if it's 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 or what. Because Manchester City dropped points today against Wolverhampton Wanderers 1-1. The goal probably shouldn't have stood for them, but it did. And, we capitalised on that perfectly. So we're now top of the league, 9 points out of 9. 3 games won, no goals conceded, 7 goals scored. Perfect, absolutely perfect from Liverpool. 80 odd minutes go by in the game and Alisson has to make, his only real save of the match and he makes it. A good save. It's not spectacular, it's quite close to him, quite central, but he makes it, padded it away for the corner, and that's great. But the moment of the game, of course, is when I think it was Gomez or Van Dijk played a short ball back to him, and in times like that we've seen the player get onto it, round the keeper, and just slot it in the back of the net. We've seen it so many times. Tevez to Martin Skrtel around Reina. So many times we've seen things like that happen. Alisson Becker steps up and he just flicks the ball over, and it was nearly perfect at the same time. I'm using the word perfect too much because it wasn't perfect, but got the job done. He had a few moments where he come out and he was decisive. He made his decision. I'm coming out. I'm getting this ball. I don't care what you say. He makes the tackles. Or he doesn't. And fair enough. A couple of times he missed the ball. A couple of times he he did make the ball, but just about. And look, at the end of the day, I know he didn't make a few of them, but you've got to be decisive as a goalkeeper. And he comes out, he makes that decision. He's strong and he sticks to his guns, and he still didn't concede. So if they score, of course, we're then looking at that as what did he do wrong? But he didn't, in my opinion. Yeah, he made a couple of mistakes in terms of maybe he came when he shouldn't, but he's a sweeper keeper. That's what he has to do. And this is only his 3rd game for Liverpool. His 3rd competitive game. He has to make them the decisions, and he has. And in my opinion, he's been the difference between us winning and drawing that game, which is fantastic, because that's what we signed him for. Goalkeepers earn your points during the season, and he's already earned us a couple. So, that's that. We got our goal through Mo Salah, who, in this game, if I'm completely honest, after the goal especially, kind of was very off the boil. But he gets the goal. We win the ball back very high up. A combination of Firmino and Keita, I think, and Mane. And Milner, actually, I think, is the one who makes the tackle. Ball goes forward from Firmino to Salah, and first time, he just hits it right round the corner. Similar to Cavani's goal for Uruguay in the World Cup. But probably not as spectacular. It goes right under the keeper. I think the keeper gets a touch to it slightly, but it goes in the bottom corner, and we're 1-0 up, 23 minutes gone. Mo Salah scored the goal. The man who everyone's talking about for bad reasons, for the wrong reasons. Gets the goal, shuts the haters up, fair enough. But like I said, in this game he wasn't very good. He had a few really bad pot shots. He hit a few over, and his overall game, to be honest, the front 3 today weren't very good, but we got the win. That's something that Liverpool don't do a lot. When the front 3 don't play well, Liverpool don't play well. But this time around, it's different. This is a new season. We have players like Naby Keita to come in. We have players like Van Dijk who's leading from the back. Players like Alisson who's saving your points right at the arse end of the goal. We've got Robertson making fantastic runs in and around their box and up and down all day long. Trent Alexander-Arnold taking free kicks again up and down all day long. Joe Gomez is so solid and so central next to Van Dijk. We've just got a perfect balance of a team here. And look, we didn't play well, that's fine, but we won the game, and that's the most important thing. We've got 3 points. You get 3 points whether you win 1-0 or 3-0. It doesn't matter to me, to be honest. I said in my match preview, I'd like us to sacrifice a little bit of attack, sacrifice a little bit of going forward to make sure we keep a clean sheet. I didn't mean like that. I meant let's score a few goals, but let's keep it tight to the back. But we've done both there. We've scored 1 goal, only 1 goal. but kept a clean sheet. That for me, you know, as much as people are gonna look down on the performance and other fans are gonna be like, oh, you'd only beat, you know, so what? We narrowly beat a team who previously last week just battered Manchester United. You know, yeah, it ended 3-2. It probably should have ended 3-1, 3-0 to Brighton, because Brighton battered Manchester United last week, and nobody's giving them credit. Nobody's giving them credit for what they did last week to Manchester United. They ripped Manchester United apart. Manchester United was second best. Think about that in your head for 1 second. Manchester United was second best against Brighton and Hove Albion last week, because Brighton and Hove Albion were fantastic, and we have just beat them today. So in my opinion, a 1-0 result against I nearly went to say Crystal Palace, I'm so sorry. A 1-0 win against Brighton and Hove Albion is not to be scoffed at all. You know, we've got the win. That's the most important thing. Like I keep saying, I keep barking on about it. But like I said, they battered Manchester United last week, and no one's giving them credit. I'll give them all the credit they deserve, and today they were quite good. But, you know, our keeper helped us out. Our defence was quite sturdy, quite strong overall, but they defended well. But we still managed to get that goal, and that's absolutely vital. So let's go on to the next game. I don't know who the next game is, but we've got Tottenham coming up soon. I think there's an international break coming up sometime soon as well, so you know, we'll see what happens. Join me for the preview next time round. Hopefully I'll be able to watch this game live and have my reactions out, because I haven't for the past 2. So that's me. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been on the fence, and take care of yourselves. Bye.